8:15. Little brisk outside this morning, but lots of sunshine today.
When I just ran down and mailed some stuff, I was like, brr. Don't forget, You Say It, We Play It's now officially up. Your chance to win Metallica tickets. JRR Facebook page.
You vote, you're qualified to win the Metallica tickets. Featured band to vote on this morning is Rush. Mm-hmm. All right. Again, look for that on the JRR Facebook page. Vote before 9 o'clock. All right, let's get into some of the tech news here. TikTok has lost its bid to strike down a law that could result in the platform being banned here in the United States. Haven't heard much about this lately, right? Well, on Friday, a U.S. appeals court upheld the law in a ruling denying TikTok's argument that the law was unconstitutional. The judges found that the law does not contravene the First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States, nor does it violate the Fifth Amendment guarantee of equal protection of the laws. What does this mean? It means the platform is one step closer to facing a ban here in the U.S. unless it can convince its Chinese parent company ByteDance to sell and find a buyer by January 19th, 2025. After that deadline, U.S. app stores and internet services could face hefty fines for hosting TikTok if it is not sold to a non-Chinese entity. There is the possibility that there could be a one-time extension to the deadline issued by the Biden administration. I would not hold your breath on that. So, to be continued. We'll see if that all comes to a head here in less than a month. If you are a job seeker, and you use Android platform, be careful. There's a very sophisticated mobile phishing campaign targeting you, intended to install dangerous, malicious software on your Android devices.
That's so uncool. Targeting people that are trying to get a job at the end goal, financial reasons.
Here's the bottom line on what to look out for. You're an Android user, you receive an out-of-the-blue job solicitation/offer. Be very, very wary of opening that up.
Okay.
All right. That's how they're trying to, Trojan horse it into your personal information.
I get those texts anyway, and I just immediately delete, report as junk.
General Motors has decided to pull the plug on its robo-taxi experiment after having spent $10 billion on the GM Cruise model, which are these, robo-taxis that you've seen utilized in various parts of the country. They basically, it's too expensive. It had too many regulatory hurdles to overcome to make it a viable revenue stream. GM said instead they would rather try to focus on developing privately owned driverless cars, because in the end, they believe that's what people will end up gravitating towards once the technology gets to that point where your option is to go out and buy an EV, a traditional gasoline-powered car, or an automatic car that has the capability to drive itself. That's what they're banking.
I told you, don't trust it. $10 billion they wasted. Wow.
Do you know what chatters are, Taco Bob?
Chatters, somebody in a chat room. Or people that sit around and answer questions online for you.
Very close. Chatters is a term that has been applied to what some very popular OnlyFans models utilize.
Oh, okay.
To try to keep up with their fans, their subscribers. They will employ chatters who impersonate them. So you're paying whoever, whatever amount per month to have some special attention given to you. You may not even be talking to the person you think you're talking to, but instead a chatter who is, assuming their identity. Well, guess what?
It could be a guy named Rex sitting down in his mom's basement.
Now, these very popular OnlyFans models are cutting out the middleman with the chatters, and guess what they're utilizing instead?
AI.
You got it. God. Ding, 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 ding. So not only you're not going to get a poor substitute for the person you're subscribing and hoping to have a private conversation with or a personal conversation with. No, now it's some AI.
Telling you. I don't want to sound like Mr. Old Fuddy Duddy with this AI, but
There's a startup called Phantom Neuro that is building an implant that sits under the skin and promises to give amputees more accurate control of their electronic prosthetics without having to have any kind of brain surgery. It's really cutting edge stuff here. That's cool. That's cool. It's at very early stages of this, but found that interesting. Electronics news here. LG announcing they will cease and desist producing Blu-ray players. Both DVD and 4K Ultra DVD players, marking an end of an era. If you want to buy an LG Blu-ray player, you better grab them before they're gone, because once the remaining inventory is sold, that's it. That'll leave pretty much Panasonic and Sony as the major players when it comes to the DVD game, which is interesting that LG's bailing on this at a time when DVDs, and especially 4K Ultra DVDs, are experiencing a surge in popularity.
yeah, look what happened with record players and vinyl. LG, I mean, you know what you're doing. I'd chill out for a bit.
I'll tell you what, I don't think they're too worried about missing that revenue stream, because their high-end TVs are the shiz right now.
Yeah.
So,
I tell you what, the fridge I got from them sucked.
Right, yeah, some of this stuff, but...
remember, that's the one I had to spend, I think it was, $700 to fix an ice maker?
Yeah.
Dear Lord, I could have bought a fridge for that.
People in dozens of U.S. cities can now buy the car of their choice on Amazon, as long as it's a Hyundai. The online retail giant has launched its Amazon Autos service just over a year after it was first announced. It is currently available in 48 cities.
We've said
Hyundai is the only partner for now, but Amazon says it plans to work with more automakers and dealerships next year.
We've said it. You can buy anything on Amazon.
How does it work? Amazon says customers can search available vehicles from local participating dealers by model, trim, color, features, and more, all in one place. Once customers select a vehicle, they can secure financing, e-sign paperwork, and complete their order with a few clicks. This is basically, it just sounds like Amazon taking all the work away from the folks at the dealerships that have to deal with their existing online purchasing programs.
Yeah, does the Amazon worker in the background, that person chatting you up, do they haggle with you?
The customers end up picking up the new car from the dealership. You don't have the Amazon driver bringing it to you. So, there you go. Some tech news for this week.
That's a lot.
All right. Lunch and Tacos commercial-free workday rock block. Get ready for that.
Yeah, there's a lot there, a lot of rock.
All right. That's on the way here in a few minutes.
Lunch and Tacos. On demand, download the iHeartRadio app.
From the Bogan Munz